Welcome back to the show. This is Dave Yanez here at the ICRS 2014 in Atlanta, and I appreciate you all staying tuned. We're having so many guests just come through the interview room. We have Shannon Dietz. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. It's
And I've interviewed, how many times have you interviewed?
Twice before.
Twice,
so
yeah. Yeah, she's a Kingwood product as well. Well, I don't know if that's where you're from, but that's where you live right now.
I'm not, but I will claim it for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, and every time we run into each other, say, "Hey, we got to visit each other in Houston."
And then we never see
we never see each other. We never see each other. And anyway, let's talk about your ministry, but just tell them a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, I'm Shannon Dietz, and I started a nonprofit called Hopeful Hearts Ministry. And you can find it at hopefulheartsministry.com. And we strive to give a voice to survivors of abuse. Having come from abuse myself, I'm a rape survivor and an incest survivor. And so it's just a goal for me to help others have a voice for what they've been through and to not get drawn into that darkness because of the shame, because of the fear, because of that guilt that they might feel that's not theirs. And so it's just very important to just help people just simply talk about it.
What are some of the things that you're doing?
Well, one of the biggest things we're doing is a project called I Have a Voice videos. And you can go online to see these. We have 7 of them made so far. And they're different people, different survivors of different abuses. Sexual, verbal abuse, neglect, rape, domestic violence. And it's them having their voice, but also talking about how they have risen victorious over the abuse that they have suffered.
And where can they see this at?
At hopefulheartsministry.com. I Have a Voice videos. And you can find them on YouTube. And they're just great tools. They're reaching people all over the world that are coming forward and saying, I don't feel
Now, are you producing these or?
Right. Well, no, a company in Dallas has actually donated their time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
I'm
for the
sure they're pretty good.
Oh, they're excellent. They're excellent. Infinitude Group.
You know, that's a good idea because the Salvation Army, I did some interviews and worked with them this past year. They said the street corner is now on the internet. They don't have the guy at the corner anymore trying to help. They still have that, but they go on the internet now. And I don't know if you've ever gone to their website. It's savntv.com. And it's amazing the stories they have on there, the people they help. But that sounds like something similar, and maybe you get some ideas from there as well.
Absolutely.
But that is something that is needed. I think media, and the reason I do these videos and the reason we continue to push these out there is people want to hear real life.
Right.
They want to hear real stories. They want to hear things that are hurting them, and seeing that if you're pushing through it, that's going to help them. I think the biggest thing that on our website that gets hit a lot is for prayer, and a lot is for sermons on the searching, and a lot of things is, do I have a purpose, or what can I do? And so it's amazing. It's a different thing, but you know, it all helps people some way on the media. So how long have you been doing that? Getting those things produced?
The videos started last year. We released the first 3 in March, and now, like I said, we have 7.
Response?
A huge response. I mean, I would like for it to be more. It would be nice for them to go viral.
So do you post them on YouTube, or what do you post them
We
at?
do post them on YouTube, and I tweet them, and they're on the website. And so that's just kind of how we try to get them out.
Oh, we know this time we are going to get together in Kingwood because I'm going to help you get into our system. We have an IPTV system. You can load the videos in there and have a 24/7 playlist running. You can actually make some promos and throw them in there for you as well. And
wonderful.
We'll get that. Do our part of sewing in that.
Good.
So tell us some other things that you're doing besides that.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we'll be having our first gala, in which we'll try to raise funds. This is a big project that I'm just dead hot. I just want this to happen.
Where are you going to have it?
That's going to be at the Overlook in Atascocita. And that's in February 13th, 2015. So it's a little bit of ways, but go ahead and mark it on your calendar. It'll be a lot of fun, and you know, for a subject that's really hard, I want it to be something that shows that even people with abuse can laugh, they can dance, they can have a good time, but it's for a great cause, because we would like to get a facility in the Kingwood area. I have a Christian counselor on hand that wants to join me to offer counseling. We want to do other rehabilitation services, have groups for those women that have come out of domestic violence situations to help them realize what kind of man that they should go for instead of the man that they've been going for, and maybe even some rape support groups and fun things like yoga and things to help center their mind and just help them to be that strong, worthy
So this will be your first gala?
This is the very first one.
Oh, wow.
I have a lot of hopes for it,
All right.
God willing.
And do you have a lot of friends and volunteers help you put things together?
Yes, I have a whole group of committee and volunteers, but if you are interested in volunteering in any way with Hopeful Hearts Ministry, please contact me. You can go straight to the website and contact me, or, yeah, all of my information's on that website.
And you do speaking engagements too, correct?
I do.
Tell
I
us
do.
about the speaking engagement.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I help lead retreats, which that's another thing. We have a healing retreat coming
Cool.
in November. It's going to be in Corpus Christi. And there will be information on that on my website as well coming. But I do talks for women's groups, clubs. I help other nonprofits keynote at their fundraisers.
Oh, that's good.
I'm all about wanting to help those that are helping others. I speak at conferences. I speak on different things about morality, chastity, purity, and just love, really. And I have a book coming out, another book coming out.
Oh, you do? A second one?
Yes, called
Cool.
Redeemed.
Redeemed.
And it's on marriage.
When is that one to be out?
February by Choose
Okay.
Now Publishing.
Okay. You know I'll be interviewing you for that one too.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's good, because our first book was Exposed, Inexcusable.
Me, Irreplaceable Him.
Yes.
And that's been out for about 4 years, and it still does very well. I have a lot of people that end up, and I'm fine with this, giving it to others who have gone through similar abuses, and it just is my story of what I've been through and how I overcame living as a victim and instead living as a survivor.
Give us a
survivor.
testimony out of it. We got a couple of minutes left, so just
Sure.
a testimony of your first book.
Oh, absolutely. As I said, I was a rape survivor as a virgin in high school, and then I was raped again in college. And in between that time, I lost my worth. I felt like I had severed any ties I had with God, that I wasn't worthy, I was very shameful. And so I began making decisions that were not very good for myself. I didn't think I mattered. I didn't think I had any value. And so the book is about kind of this progression of this journey of my relationship with God, how I fell away from Him, how I was stuck in the devil's grasp, and just spiritual warfare and all of those things that keep us away from God's love, and how God brought me back, just me crying out in one little bit, God brought me back and into His light. And so that's what that book's about. Redeemed goes into the marriage, how,
Okay.
We have baggage that still comes into that marriage,
Yeah.
and how you need to bring God into the center.
Absolutely. Let them know your website, how they can get your books, and
Absolutely.
whatever other information you want to share.
Absolutely. It's hopefulheartsministry.com, Hopeful Hearts Ministry. And you could also find the book Exposed on Amazon. You can find it on my website. You can find me on Facebook, Hopeful Hearts Ministry, or Shannon Dietz, whichever. I would love to hear from you. Just contact me. I work with people, like I said, from all over the world. So.
Absolutely. Thank you, Shannon, so
Thanks,
much.
David.
It
It's
goes
so good
quick. It
seeing
goes
you
real
again.
quick. It's
I
good
know.
seeing you too.
I know.
We'll be back with another great guest.